Hello, this is Kevin Moses. I'm your certified strength and conditioning specialist and functional diagnostic nutritionist, and I am sharing a question today that I got from John. Thanks, John, for your question. I appreciate it, and I recommend everybody else to send in a question. I'll answer it to my experience the best that I can. I think I'm pretty knowledgeable, but continuously learning. So his question has to go over my daily eating routine and meal intake. And he's talking about the menu that I would recommend for building muscle, okay? Back in, 10 to 15 years ago, I was in a bodybuilding phase of my life, and I was trying to put on weight. And I was, probably 18 when I started, and really finished probably 10 to 12 years later. But in that time, I put on about 60 pounds. And those 60 pounds really came on in probably the past, the halfway mark. Because the first years of working out, I was not eating correctly. I didn't know what I was eating. I would go work out and I'd go to, Taco Bell or Taco John's and get a little taco quick after. I wasn't eating the right foods. I was not consuming the good nutrients to build muscle, okay? So I highly recommend get good quality food. I recommend organic. I think a good menu plan would be to get your eggs in the morning, eat the yolk. It has the essential fatty acids in it that your body needs. Buy organic, like I said before. Also, antibiotic free is definitely important. So I'm getting 4 to 5 eggs in the morning. I want to eat about 3 hours. So I'm going to consume probably, for me, a protein shake or some sort of meal replacement drink. And don't just buy the cheapest one out there because, go to your local, GNC or Vitamin Shop or something like that and do a little bit of research. What's going to give you the most nutrient for your dollar? The cheapest one usually isn't going to be the most healthy because these things aren't FDA regulated. So they can push whatever they want in there and say, oh, yes, it has 50 grams of protein and 200, 200 of this and 300 of that. Be careful, okay? I used Myoplex when I was working out, and I did see a good benefit of that. So you may want to consume that. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying that's what I used, and I did see a benefit of the Myoplex drink and the protein bar that they offer. Chewy, it's a candy bar with some protein in it. That's what I pretty much call those things. That's what they've done. Those things really aren't healthy. So what I suggest is if you want to get the best nutrients, have it come from whole food, natural food. I want you to also consume fruits and vegetables and, high quality grains. So lunchtime, okay, we did the breakfast, little snack. We got lunchtime now. I like to consume like turkey slices at a deli, okay? Again, you want to get nitrate free if they have it. Turkey slices or chicken slices or, whatever you want at the deli. A pretty lean meat. And eat those until you're, full. I mean, you can eat 5 or 6 of those. Probably each one is an ounce, I'm assuming. If they're, thin, pretty thinly. So definitely do that. Have, fruit or a vegetable after that with that. Again, 3 hours later, you probably want to consume another, either that protein drink or that bar. So the protein drink is in the morning, the bar is in the afternoon. 3 more hours, you're going to eat, dinner, chicken breast, a fillet of fish, not the fillet of fish at McDonald's, but a fillet of fish, salmon, halibut, something like that. Again, if you can get it not raised on a farm, that'd be great. I don't want hormones in my food, I'm sorry. But yeah, hormones are great for maybe, bulking up, but they're definitely not helpful for our health, okay? You start consuming, hormones that were in that food, you're going to alter your hormones, and in the end, if you're playing with your body's chemistry, you're just asking for trouble. I have to admit that. So be careful of that. That's my tidbit on that. So John is also asking about supplements and vitamins that I recommend, okay? I sure would like to recommend a lot right now, but again, I can offer what my experience was. I consumed glutamine, So I won't say a brand, so I'll just say glutamine. It's one of the most abundant amino acids in the body. It stimulates growth hormone, which is exactly the hormone that you want to stimulate, that and testosterone. If you're trying to bulk up, in our 20s, like late teens to 20s are when we have the highest testosterone in our body. We have the best chance of bulking up during those years. If not, the testosterone starts to slow down, then we got to find ways to stimulate it. And that's what, unfortunately, bodybuilders do is they inject it, and that's called steroids, and that's illegal, and it's very harmful. Another supplement that I use with creatine. I think creatine is great. I'd be very careful. I would cycle on and off, maybe 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. I took creatine before a workout and after. It was about 5 grams before, 5 grams after. It provides more energy in the workout. It is a cell volumizer, so it's definitely going to put weight on your body. The thing is, it just holds on to water. It brings more water into the cell. Your muscles are going to feel fuller. But once you stop consuming that, those results leave as well. So you may feel a little bit of a benefit from taking those. But say in 3 weeks, I may be able to put on 5 to 10 pounds taking creatine and everything else that I'm taking. But then after I stop that creatine, that weight is going to probably, at least 5 to 7 pounds are going to come off. I guarantee it. And that's the water weight because you're holding on. And you got to be careful of getting cramping. I have definitely gotten cramps taking creatine, and one of the places is the glute, right there. I was playing a lot of softball, maybe dehydrated out there playing in the hot sun. What did I do? I pulled my glute, hamstring. So be careful. Definitely be careful. And drinking, here I am playing softball, go out, have a couple beers, after the softball game. The next day, you can just tell. So be really careful taking creatine. Be careful of the drinking. Drink lots of water. Drink more than you normally drink. And, just be careful of your body. Be very present to what's going on. A multivitamin, do not buy the cheapest one out there. I take one right here. Let me just show you that. It's the natural brand. Can't even speak. That's how it looks. These come in a whole bunch of different ones. I know Julia Ross from the Diet Cure. She really is an advocate of this brand. I believe in her. I've read all of her books. I recommend her books if you really want to learn about the science of nutrition and amino acid supplementation and how it can really change your whole overall demeanor. I mean, it has a lot of effects. Amino acids are essential. So when somebody tells me, I'm going on a little tangent here, but if somebody tells me that they're a vegetarian, it scares me because I know it's a challenge to get all the essential amino acids that your body needs. And believe me, we need those essential amino acids to do so many functions. Just thinking correctly, having a positive attitude. I mean, being in a good mood. I mean, you're not consuming some of the amino acids, you're not going to be sleeping, feeling good, or growing. So that's just some of my tips. I hope that helped. If you have any more questions, please shoot those in. I'm going to try to publish one of my menu plans so you can see it and, go from there. Okay? Well, thanks again and take